back to That's Life with John Carver. This is episode number 393. And I call this episode Expectations, Manifestations, and Devastation. It seems that if your expectations are not based on manifestations, it will result in emotional devastation. So, what is a manifestation? It's a sign showing the existence of a particular condition. Again, a sign showing the existence of a particular condition. The challenge with a lot of people is that they base their expectations on something that's very unlikely to happen. Let me repeat that. The challenge with a lot of people is they base their expectations on something that is very unlikely to happen. So, some examples include people without integrity suddenly becoming people who have integrity. Pretty rare. How about winning a $1 billion lottery? Incredibly rare, right? Becoming a success without investing years of hard work. How about finding the right job without contacting thousands of employers? Or becoming smart without studying and reading many books by smart people? How about a loved one being healed by some miracle? Most people understanding your pain, that's highly unlikely. And finally, got some maybe toddlers being neat and tidy. I don't know too many of them. So what is devastating is when someone's expectations are misplaced. They believe certain things will happen so much that they fail to look at the evidence of what they are expecting to happen. So expectations should be based on facts and not some belief that's not based on truth. In other words, it's so very important to base our expectations on facts and not some emotional attachment to a sign, in quotes, that something might happen that we hope for in life. You see, misplaced expectations also happens when people assume everyone else is pretty close to perfect, and while the person they see in the mirror is struggling. This produces a feeling of devastation that leads to despair. In many, even after the devastation happens as a result of manifestations that never occurred, the feeling of extreme guilt happens to the one with such high expectations that they did something wrong to abort the manifestation from happening when, in fact, it was very unlikely to happen in the first place. You see, expectations, however, are different than having goals. Goals are logical and systematic that provides a path to make them a reality. So goals are SMART, S-M-A-R-T. They're specific, they're measurable, they're achievable, they're relevant, and they're time-bound. So when this happens, someone's expectations are based on something tangible, something real, and not something emotionally attached to the unlikely. There's another side of this same coin. It's essential that you surround yourself with wise people that push and pull you toward the internal manifestations that you never thought was possible. That is, people who pull you from a version that you never thought that lived inside of you. That's essential. You're more than you can imagine. Now that's a fact. You are more than you can imagine. If your expectations are not based on manifestations, it will result in emotional devastation. Just remember, I believe in you. My name is John Carver. Thanks for watching.